How do we solve combined variation? So, these are the following steps on solving at wala tong pagkakaiba dun sa tatlong kinds ng variation na diniscuss natin before. The steps will be the same. So, steps in solving combined variation, first step is for us to form the mathematical equation from the statement. Second is for us to solve for the constant of variation k using the first set of given. Third will be to form the equation of the variation using the value that we got on step 2. And the fourth one will be to solve for the missing value. So kung mapapansin nyo, sa lahat ng apat na type na variation na diniscuss natin, pare-parehas lang yung apat na step na yan when it comes to solving combined variation. Let's try to apply this following steps as we go on this following example. So example number 1, if y varies directly as x and inversely as z, and y is equal to 5 when x is equal to 2 and z is equal to 4, we are asked to find the value of y when x is equal to 3 and z is equal to 6. So ano yung unang step natin? Let's try to form the mathematical equation from the given statement. So ito lang yan. Y varies directly as x and inversely as z. So yan ngayon yung interpret natin into a mathematical equation. So y varies directly as x. So y is equal to kx kasi direct. Inversely as z, so over z. So ganyan siya. That's how we interpret this given statement coming from the problem. So as we continue, let's try to use this mathematical equation to solve for the constant of variation. At the same time, dapat identify mo rin yung first set of given. So dito, we have y is equal to 5. So sulat lang natin. And we'll try to use this one as well. X is equal to 2. Z is equal to 4. Yan. So, ang gagawin lang natin, ito yan. From your mathematical equation, all you need to do is to substitute the following values. So, sulat muna natin, y is equal to 5. So, let's try to substitute 5 to the value of to the variable y. And then, copy k, and then substitute 2 to the value of x all over z is equal to 4. So, palitan natin yung z natin ng 4. In this case, what we can do is try to isolate all of the numbers near k so that we can solve for the value of k. So, ang unang step na gagawin natin dyan is to remove 4 as our denominator by multiplying both sides by 4. Yan. So, that's how we simplify or reduce the value. So, ano yung magiging sagot natin ngayon dyan? So, this 4 will be divided. It will be equal to 1. Therefore, we'll be having 2k is equal to 4 times 5 and that will be equal to 20. So, what will be the value of k? Simplify lang natin dito. 20 is equal to 2k. Divide both sides by 2. Yan. So, k will be equal to 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. So, that will be the value of k. So, once again, our constant of variation k is equal to 10. Now, as we continue, we'll continue with step number 3 wherein we'll try to use this, once again, the mathematical equation, and then the constant of variation k to be substituted to that variable k. So, copyin lang natin. Y is equal to, k natin ay 10. So, palitan natin ng 10 yung k. Then, copy x all over z. Yan. So, that's how we create the equation of the variation. And from that, once again, yan yung magsaserve as our formula to solve for the missing value. But before that, we are asked to find the value of y when x is equal to 3 and z is equal to 6. So, sulat lang muna natin, x is equal to 3 and z is equal to 6. Now, as we solve, we'll try to rewrite this one. So, we have here y is equal to 10 x all over z. So, all you need to do is to substitute the following values that is given. X is equal to 3. So, y, copy lang muna natin yan. 10 times 3. Yan, 10 times 3. Then, substitute z on the denominator. So, z is equal to 6. Yan, so, let's just simplify. 10 times 3 is equal to 30 over 6. Dividing 30 to 6, it will give us a value that is y is equal to 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5. So, the value of y will be equal to 5. Yan. Okay, let's try to have this second example. So the statement says, if A varies directly as B and inversely as the square of C, and A is equal to 4 when B is equal to 2 and C is equal to 6, so we are asked to find the value of A when B is equal to 4 and C is equal to 4. So same steps pa rin yung gagamitin natin. So the first will be form the mathematical equation from the statement. So asan dyan? Ito yung unang statement natin. A varies directly as B and inversely as the square of C. So yan yung gagamitin natin to form the mathematical equation. So ang quantities natin will be A, B, and then the square of C. So i-consider natin yung buong statement, the square of C. So A varies directly as B. So A is equal to KB. And inversely, so denominator, inversely as the square of C. So square of C will be C squared. So C squared yan kapag may nakalagay na the square of. And then the second step will be for us to solve for the constant of variation K using the first set of given. So at the same time, gagamitin din natin tong mathematical equation natin. So ano muna ba yung first set of given natin? So those will be A is equal to 4. So sulat lang natin. Yan. Labas na natin yung mathematical equation. So A is equal to 4. B is equal to 2. And C is equal to 6. Yan. So, ito yung mathematical equation natin. All we need to do is to substitute the following values. So, let's just substitute 4 for the value of A. So, 4 is equal to, let's just copy K. And then, substitute din natin yung 2 para sa B. So, 2 all over 6. Then, since naka-square yung C dyan, so all you need to do is to square 6 as well. So, from there, we can just simplify muna yung may exponent natin na 6. So, 4 is equal to, K times 2 is just 2K. So, pagtabihin lang natin sila. And then, uh, 36 or 6 squared will be equal to 36. So, yan, 36. So, as we continue, copy lang muna natin, 2K all over 36. Just to remove 36 on that denominator, anong ginawa natin kanina? Ganun lang din. We multiply both of them by 36 or both sides of the equation to 36. In that case, ano yung makukuha nating sagot? So, 36 divided by 36 will just be equal to 1. So, we'll be having 2K is equal to 36 times 36 times 4. So, 36 times 4 is equal to 144. Yan. In that case, ang gagawin na lang natin dito is to divide both sides by 2 to get the value of K. So, K will be equal to 144 divided by 2 is equal to 72. So, ang K natin, once again, or constant of variation is equal to 72. So, gagamitin natin yan on the third step. So, once again, gagamitin natin yung A natin or yung mathematical equation natin. At the same time, we'll try to substitute this value equal to 72 to the value of K. So that we can have now the equation of the variation, which is A is equal to 72B all over C squared. Yan. So, pinalitan lang natin yung K natin ng 72. Now, we'll use that one as our working formula to solve for the missing value. And the missing value will be the value of A when B is equal to 4 and C is equal to 4 as well. So, sulat lang natin dito. B is equal to 4 and C is equal to 4. So, as we continue, kopyahin lang muna natin siya dito. A is equal to 72B all over C squared. Yan lalagay natin. So, all we need to do is to substitute the following. Copy lang muna natin si A, tsaka si 72, multiplied to the value of B, which is equal to 4, all over C squared is equal to 4 squared. Yan, lagyan mo lang. Huwag mong kakalimutan yung square na yun kasi naka-square din yung C. Simplify muna natin yung may exponent sa denominator. So, we have 72 times 4 all over 4 times 4 is 16. Yan. So, from here, yan, para hindi ka na mag-multiply ng 72 tsaka ng 4, dun, mag-simplify na tayo. Or pwede na tayo mag-divide dun pa lang sa solution natin. Ito, katulad nito. We can get the lowest term of 4 over 16. Or we can divide both of them by 4, making 4 be equal to 1. That's 4 divided by 4. And 16 will be equal to 4. Diba? At the same time, pwede mo rin i-divide si 72 kay 4. Or dito na natin ituloy para mas madali natin intindihin. So as we continue, lagay natin siya dito. A will be equal to 72. Diba? 72 times 1 na lang kasi yan. 72 times 1, which is 72, all over 4. Now, 72 divided by 4 will be equal to 18. So, the value of A will be equal to 18. Yan. So, A is equal to 18.